Dallas has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. It's going to be a long day.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Kamara try the right side. Nice footwork at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints, first
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You got
brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Henry.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready. White 25. Check, 47. Right here. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Winston got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. White 25. Seconds the mic. Here I come.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Man, I got you.
2nd and 9. Winston. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run here with Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Flip. 47's the mark. 47. Watch the run. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, ready. Blue lady. Check flag 46. Hey, stop. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey! He's checking, he's checking, he's in front. Scratch! Short.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Three down. 49, check 49.
He'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. He's coming. Double up.
2nd and 5. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards. Good for his Saints. First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Kill.
Now Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, Winston. He completes it to Evans. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 44, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception? Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long for Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Watch the edge. Check. Shift.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57 of the mic. 57 of the mic. They can't hang with us. Go. Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Back to throw here. And Thomas has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that is is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 25. Check 25.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go. Now the roof. Set. Defense wins championships, baby. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now